Now, ladies and gentlemen, President William Ruto a few days ago hosted an American military general by the name of General Langley. The man was accused of plotting and being among those that were on the front line on championing on the assassination of Burkina Faso President Captain Ibrahim Traore. And after President William Ruto hosted the man in the country a few days ago, a message has come to the president from Captain Ibrahim Traore himself and the whole nation of Burkina Faso. And this message is a message that has left a lot of Kenyans talking in regards to the relationship between Kenya and Burkina Faso. Remember, Captain Ibrahim Traore is currently referred to as the redemption child of the continent of Africa due to the changes that he has done in his country, Burkina Faso, since he took over office via coup d'etat in, uh, in Burkina Faso. Over 19 assassination attempts have been made at his life, but the man still holds the position that he is going to change the narrative of Africa as a continent as a whole. Now, this evening, the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, has sent a special message to President William Ruto. Posting on their official X handle, Kenya's State House has confirmed to have received a high profile visitor from Traore. The military leader sent his National Council of State Security President Omar Yabre to deliver a message of goodwill from Traore to Ruto. And I quote, President William Ruto has received a message of goodwill from President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. The message was delivered by the National Council of State Security President Omrao Yabre at State House Nairobi on Saturday, read a statement by State House Kenya in part. Now, speaking about this statement that has been sent to to President William Ruto by Captain Ibrahim Traore. Now, for the first time, the Kenyan State House recognizing Ibrahim Traore as the president of Burkina Faso is a step towards the right direction. Why am I saying this? It is to our attention and knowledge that the African Union served its ties with the state of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali because the presidents that are currently leading those countries took power via coup d'etat. Now, Ibrahim Traore, though he has been intimidated to the core, and a lot of African presidents who are puppets of the West, including President William Ruto, and puppets of France, they have been silent on the humiliation that has been ongoing against President Captain Ibrahim Traore. But now it seems that they have currently started singing the song that other people and the people of Africa have been singing in recognition of Ibrahim Traore's input into his nation, the state of Burkina Faso. Speaking after receiving the visitor, President Ruto hailed the relationship between Kenya and Burkina Faso, terming it as cordial. Ruto stated that the two countries share strong bilateral ties in diplomacy, trade, culture, exchange, among other fields of mutual interest. And I quote, Kenya and Burkina Faso have cordial relations that have fostered strong bilateral ties, including diplomacy, trade, cultural exchange and cooperation in other fields of mutual interest. I tell you, the whole world knows that Captain Ibrahim Traore is the best fit to deliver the people of Burkina Faso from the hands of neo-colonialism. And he is doing so doing so by putting even his life at risk. But it seems that the African presidents led by President William Ruto are all aligning to support Burkina Faso and Captain Ibrahim Traore. But even as William Ruto speaks in words that express easiest function between the relationship between Burkina Faso and Kenya, I will take you back to the recent meeting that he had with an American General Langley. The man himself, speaking before the Congress, went ahead to say that Captain Traore is ruining the country, Burkina Faso. And he faced the greatest criticism from Africans who are all lining up, trying to tear him down for not exercising love for a fellow black brother who is currently trying to rescue his people from the shackles of doom and the shackles of new colonialism. Now, according to an interview done by Lynn Ngugi, they trying to explain that President William Ruto is being fattened by the West to be slaughtered. Why? They tried to explain that Kenyans uh, welcoming General Langley and continuing to foster a relationship with nations that are intimidating Captain Ibrahim Traore is as a sign of trying to sideline Kenya. Now, let me tell you what is happening. You know, in Africa as a continent, we know that we have our own superpowers, countries that are developed. And most of those countries have had some differences with the West. And at the top of the list on the country that we as Africans recognize as the center of Africa is none other than South Africa. But you all know the current uh, exchange between South Africa and United States is not good because even recently, the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, was hosted by Trump in the White House, and it didn't turn out to be a very good interview that they had. Other countries include Egypt, Algeria, Kenya, Nigeria, which other country? Senegal, Ghana. But one thing is clear. When it comes to matters military, Kenya is always at the top of the list because when you look at it, Kenya is the only country in Africa that has deployed its troops to help maintain peace and order in Haiti. Not only in Haiti, Kenya has troops in Somalia, Kenya has troops in South Sudan, Kenya has troops in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Kenyan president, President William Ruto, is the one that is overseeing the negotiations that are going on to try and restore peace in Congo. Now, come to the discussion about Captain Ibrahim Traore and his relationship with Kenya. A lot of Kenyans sing praises to this man. A lot of Kenyans try to explain and even hear their views on how President William Ruto should carry on the country moving forward. He should learn from Captain Ibrahim Traore. But, you know, William Ruto was elected in office and he got that position via democracy. For Captain Ibrahim Traore, he got that position in a military coup. So that is why the president and most of the African presidents have not been championing for Captain Ibrahim Traore. Though they know he is delivering to his people, they have been sidelining themselves from trying to sing praises to Captain Ibrahim Traore. But it seems now they are realizing that even their own citizens are against their moves. And that is why President William Ruto and Kenya as a nation is currently recognizing Ibrahim Traore as the president of Burkina Faso, though he took power in a military coup. Hmm? It's it's a great move towards the right direction, you know, because Ibrahim Traore is the son of Africa and he is to be protected in every way. For now, that's what's up. A lot of Kenyans are reacting to this message. I would love to hear what you have to say in regards to this and what is your message to Captain Ibrahim Traore and President William Ruto. It seems that soon Captain Ibrahim Traore might be visiting the Republic of Kenya. For now, What's up? Make sure you subscribe. See you in our next video.